So, in this time of struggle that many people are going through, in which they're having to confront their reality to create the reality that they want, they're trying to figure out how to make manifestation work for them. The problem is that you all are trying to manifest in a vacuum. You don't understand the times that you are living in, you don't understand. The dimensional context that you're living in. If you want to understand what dimensional context is, you're going to have to watch my content because I'm going to continue to speak a lot about this because people in that woo woo, I call it the liar space. Um, and sorry to the woo woo girlies, some of you are just liars. You're Barnum and Bailey fakers. And so what these people have been doing is that they've been trying to teach you that all you have to do is just speak it into existence. Yes, it's true that thoughts can become things, but you are directly limited. Listen to my very no nonsense makeup less face here. You are directly limited. Your ability to manifest is directly limited by the amount of power and capacity that you have. Your ability, let's keep it simple at the first rung, your ability to manifest whatever you're trying to manifest. You want a new teacup like it's pictured back here. You want you let's keep it like that. That's simple. You want a new teacup. Your ability to make that happen, to get that into your hands, is directly limited by the amount of resources and power that you have, whether it's at a base level, the amount of ones and zeros, or the amount of money in your bank account, or two, it's your ability to motivate someone else to get that for you. And what you people aren't understanding in that woo woo space is and here's the thing, here's the fraud part about it. They understand that if they want to get what they want, they have to get you to believe that what they're saying is true, even though they don't know, um, they don't have, they don't have, they don't have any knowledge or power. All they have is the ability to leverage your biases to get you to believe that what they're teaching you could be true so that you buy their $3,000 class. As you guys know, part of the work that I do on this app is to help people to understand that what times we are living in, okay? Because if you do not know what time you're living in and you don't understand what rules are at play, you don't understand what options are available to you, right? I'll speak as the from my advice giving career that I do. Um, if you don't understand that, then the things that you used to do used to cause you to get what you want, those same ways of being, when the times that you were living in have changed, won't get you what you used to have. So you have to change. And so people in the woo woo space who are teaching you to just speak it, do a vision board, um, don't actually understand how things fundamentally, they don't understand how things work. You are not in a dimensional context, I mean, you in which you can just speak and your environment gives you what you want. You are not in that hedonic state, right? You are not there. So you then, in the dimensional context in which you exist, you have to have the resources, the money, or the community, and or the power to get what you want. And so the upside down that you were living in was created out of an effort for some people to be able to get what they want whenever they want it and not have to actually work for it. Instead, they oppress the masses. That's just, and I'll be talking about this for a bit because there's some stuff coming down the pipeline that we have to get everyone on board to stop thinking that individualistically, like they think I got to manifest for myself, I got to get for myself, I got to. It's like Tupac used to say about Trump. Do you really want to be the kind of person who's always give me, give me, get, greedy, greedy, greedy? The greed is good, and that's that delusion. right? That delusion that people are under, because what they think is they see the few tokens, the people at the top of that game of greed, of financial hoarding, and they see that they did it, and then they believe the lie that they're going to get there too when the game is rigged. The best thing that Trump did for most people is to help them to understand the game is rigged. Okay. The worst thing, one of the worst things that he's got people under the impression of is that you got to continue the system if you want to win. You just be conservative. Be conservative and keep things the way they are, and you will one day win at this rigged game that's rigged for only a few people, rigged only for white men. It's rigged only for white women to gain power and control through white men, and out of greed, um masked by the Christianity, right? Because they're all pretending that they have to vote biblically when it's just white supremacy that's been masquerading as Christianity. And they love the Christianity because they're transactionalist. And because they are transactionalist, they love the Christian nationalism, and really Christianity is within itself. They don't love Jesus. They love that Jesus suffered and died and he's going to give them heaven because they believe in what they can neither see nor hear. It's transactionalism. Women all over the internet are talking about how they don't like that men are transactional. They treat them all like 304s, like women of the night. Can I say hoes? The garden tools, which they utilize to get what they want. And yet you all continue to fail to deconstruct out of the ways of being that are creating the kind of toxicity in your environment. Men just using women, not evolving as women have evolved. Now women are at the point to where it's embarrassing. They're saying it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend. They're right. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be married to someone who does not love you, does not care about you, but now because you've created a life that you refuse to deconstruct out of, you remain in the toxicity and you shorten your life. It's the same kind of thought process. Watch the two prior videos, and I'll be cutting this one up in a bunch of pieces because this one's going long. But the concept that I'm teaching right now, you need to pay attention to it. I'm going to put it in my upside down series because I don't know if you're an intuitive, if you've been listening, and you smell what the universe is cooking, right? You've been hearing from the spirit. People have to in mass unwind, unsubscribe, um, fail to participate in the oppression that goes on, and it's multi-level, multi-layered oppression. If the masses do not unsubscribe from the art of oppression, the pyramid scheme that has been used for several thousand years in order to make very few people rich, powerful, and affluent, while all of the rest of the people suffer. They use the religion. I mean, Peter Thiel has been very honest about utilizing religion. Um, Christians, etc. You see the kings and queens of Europe saying that they have a divine right to rule when they're just liars. They are liars, and they have only gotten their power because they've been willing to manipulate you all into believing that your God has chosen them, and that if you don't obey them as your king, queen, master, your president, and yield to their God-given and claimed right, you are not just going against God, but that heaven that you thought that you were gonna get, that heaven that you thought that you were going to inherit and live in for the rest of your life after you've given up your present life, you're going to lose it. And so, I'm gonna continue this series. So, guys, bear with me. This is something you can listen to at work, but y'all got to get this in your system because you are about to lose your ability to make change to your environment to pull you out of the upside down, because there is zero reason why there cannot be heaven on earth for you all. It's what I was talking about getting at in the other videos, which is giving up your present life in sacrifice of obeying your masters and obeying the systems and complying with the systems that exist in the hope that you're gonna inherit heaven is a destiny swap.